Hello, my name is Noah. Welcome to the first episode of Like You, a podcast for kids. On this podcast, we spend time thinking about ourselves, our feelings, our loved ones, and the whole wide world. This podcast wouldn't be possible without our listeners. Grown-ups, visit patreon.com/LikeYouPodcast to help us continue making weekly episodes. Today, we'll be getting to know each other. Find a place to listen where you feel comfortable and safe. Sometimes we may close our eyes and use our imagination. Other times, I may ask you to say something out loud. Now, I know that might feel a little silly at first, but give it a try. Imagine we're just two friends sitting in a room together. I can talk to you, and you can talk to me. Let's try that now. I want you to say, hello. Go ahead, I'm listening. Well, hello to you, too. Now, before we get started, let's take a minute to clear our heads. First, close your eyes. Now take a deep breath in and out. Now, I want you to scrunch up your face like you're feeling angry. And with your face all scrunched up, I want you to take another deep breath in and out. Now relax your face and smile. Think of something happy. While you keep smiling, take another deep breath in and out. Now, together we're going to say, I like me on the count of 3. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I like me. That was great. Now let's get started. You can keep your eyes closed if you want, or you can open them now. It's up to you. Since this is our first episode together, why don't we take some time to get to know each other? Now, I already told you my name. Do you remember what it is? My name is Noah. What is your name? You can say your name out loud, or if you're still feeling silly about that, you can always just think the answer in your own head. Well, it's nice to meet you, and I'm glad we're becoming friends. I'm going to tell you a few things about myself, and then I'll ask questions to get to know you. Remember, when I ask you a question, you can answer it out loud or just think it in your own head. I'm a grown-up, but I was once a kid just like you. When I was a kid, I had bright blonde hair. But as I got older, my hair got darker, and now it's light brown. What color is your hair? When I was a kid, I lived with my mom, my dad, an older brother, and a younger sister. Now that I'm grown, I live with my wife and my 2 daughters. Who is a part of your family? Some of my favorite things to do are playing and listening to music, reading books with my daughters, and riding my bicycle. What are some of your favorite things to do? Interesting. Were any of your favorite things the same as any of my favorite things? Sometimes we have things in common, and sometimes we have things that make us different. The things that we have in common help us to understand each other, and the things that make us different are what makes it fun and interesting to get to know new friends. Speaking of new friends, did you know that you're not the only kid listening to this podcast? There may be other children in the city or town where you live listening right now. In fact, there could be children all across your country listening, and maybe even children in different countries all around the world. Maybe there's even another kid in the same room with you. If you're listening with your brother or sister or a friend, turn to them, smile, and say, hello, I like you. If you're listening by yourself, that's okay too. Give yourself a hug and say, I like me. Wherever we are all around the world, we all have some things in common. We all have some things that make us feel happy and other things that make us feel sad. We all have new things to learn and think about each day, and we all have people who care for us. And guess what? I'm one of those people who cares about you. I like you just the way you are. Now we're going to take a moment to think about all the people we care about and all the people who care for us. This might be your family or your friends. It could be a teacher or a coach, or it could be anyone who makes you feel happy and safe and good about yourself. Close your eyes and think about those people while you listen to this music.
I was just like you, and I just like you. Others you know feel what you feel inside you. It's a very good day to just speak up and say, I like you. When you are laughing, when you feel lonely, try to remember that you're not the only one who feels like you. Others can like you, just as you are, just the way that you like you.
Now I'm going to ask you to repeat a few phrases after me. These phrases are called affirmations. I know that's a big word, but affirmations are just short sentences that help you feel good about yourself. Even after this podcast is over, you can think about these affirmations anytime you need something to cheer you up or to give you some confidence. So I'll say each affirmation twice. The first time you can listen, and the second time you can say it with me. Remember, you can say it out loud or just say it in your own head. So repeat after me. I like me. I like me. I am loved. I am loved. There is no one better to be than myself. There is no one better to be than myself. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. Today I will learn and grow. Today I will learn and grow. I am proud of myself. I am proud of myself. Now smile and take a few slow, deep breaths as we wind down our time together. It's been great getting to know each other today. I can't wait to spend some time together again soon. On future episodes, we'll talk about feelings, use our imaginations, and spend some quiet time together. Until next time, I like you, I'm proud of you, and I'm glad that we are friends. Have a happy and peaceful day. Like You is written and produced by me, Noah Glenn. I also composed and performed the Like You theme music. The podcast artwork was created by Mia Saine. This episode features additional music by Night Park and Skygaze. A quick word for the grown-ups. We could really use your support to keep this podcast going. Please consider becoming a patron by visiting patreon.com/likeyoupodcast. Our first episode is brought to you by two very special patrons over at Patreon. My mom and dad, Steve and Deborah Glenn. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. You can also help others find the show by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to subscribe, and be sure to help us spread the word by telling your friends about the show. Learn more about us on our website, likeyoupodcast.com, and be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at LikeYouPod. Thanks for listening.